Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. YouTubers on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lawnboys Post 1975, and welcome to a weekly driving vlog. I've just finished work. I've just got my breakfast from McDonald's because I don't like working Saturday nights, and yeah, I feel like being a fat bastard. You've read the title, this is what I want to talk about. I mean, I did a video on the Turbo Grafx Mini and its sort of variants, I don't know, a month ago when it was announced, because it was very, very, very exciting. Then obviously last couple of days they announced the list of games, the launch, you know, which is next March, and the list of games is interesting because in my previous video I said I really hope they don't like take, you know, the three systems, you know, the North American Mini, the Japanese Mini, which is obviously a PC engine, and the European Mini, the core graphics, and then regionalize the games to them. Don't include anything from outside of their regions. And yeah, it looks like, you know, my prayers were answered. Although obviously you couldn't regionalize the games to the core graphics because, to be perfectly honest, there was no European release of the PC engine, apart from the kind of botched Turbografx. There was, you know, old new stock, which I've got a video on from years ago because I bought one, and there was a very, very limited release of the PC engine in, yeah, that's right, don't worry about me, love, just my right away, a very limited release of the PC engine in France done for a specific company, but that doesn't count for, you know, a sort of European release. And so yeah, they've done that. The games, well, I say that, we'll get to that a little bit later on, but I'm very, very happy about that. But it is a bit odd. Now obviously, like many other people, I'm very, very, you know, happy about the list of games. They're absolutely awesome. There's some absolute crackers in there. There are some weird ones that they've omitted. When I say weird ones that you would think would definitely be on there. Why no Splatterhouse? Seriously, why no Splatterhouse? Hell, why didn't they put that in the Japanese section of this system? I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself with that, because, you know, there are North American games and there are Japanese games on. Then the games list is the same across all three systems. But yeah, why no Splatterhouse? Also, why no Outrun? Outrun on the PC engine is the best home, you know, console or computer ports before obviously the Sega Saturn. And obviously there are Sega games on there because obviously you've got the Space Harrier port on there. Again, so why no Shinobi? But I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about, clearly, to me, either Konami are, I don't know, baiting us or trolling us with a couple of the games in the Japanese section, which leads me to believe, I'm guessing they really don't have a problem if you're going to hack this machine, almost like they're kind of suggesting that you do hack this machine with some of the games they've chosen. Now, before you say that, which is, oh, obviously the machine's going to be hackable anyway. Well, it's inevitable that the machine is going to be cracked at some point. All these minis always are. But, you know, the fact that it is going to be cracked, you know, or jailbroken, is not the same as them kind of suggesting possibly, or not caring, or wanting you to crack it. And before you say, well, that's, you know, why are you thinking that, Dave? Simple. So right, there are two sets of games. The games are pretty much, there's 50 games and they're divided in half, like I said. The North American releases and the Japanese releases. Now, and also something else I wanted to say, because in the Japanese releases you get Rondo of Blood, so they've gone the other route, which I was really hoping they would do in my previous video, which is there are CD games on there, because size is irrelevant, because we're emulating, so it's just a question of memory. So the fact that a game is on a CD or not doesn't matter. So yeah, you've got CD games in there, including one which makes me, we'll get to, which is why I think they're either baiting us, trolling us, or basically just saying, look, hack it, you know, because there's no other reason for this to be on there in the West. And also there are Turbografx games on there. There's Ghouls and Ghosts on there, which I'm very, very happy about, because I personally think Ghouls and Ghosts, and I've got a gameplay of it on my channel from a while back, Ghouls and Ghosts is the best home port. Debatable between the Mega Drive version and it, but I think because of its colour palette and stuff like that, that it is closer to the arcade. So also the fact that, well, there are two Turbografx games on there, so that's kind of cool. The fact that they've mixed it up with CD-ROM and mixed it up with Turbografx, that's cool. But in this list of Japanese games, basically, there are going to be some titles, and I don't want to really talk about one because of its importance or its cult status, or the fact that you know it's such an amazing game. But these games are completely unplayable unless you speak Japanese. Right? You could do, you know, walkthroughs and stuff like that, but where's the enjoyment in that? Yeah, there are, was it 3, 4, maybe 3? I don't know. Look up the list yourself if you want to do it. I can't be asked to mention all of it in here and link it down below. Plus, off the top of my head, I doubt I can pronounce all the names. But yeah, it's basically, unless you can read Japanese, there are games that I do not understand why they are on that system in the West, because they are essentially unplayable. What is that game? The main game I want to talk about. That game would be Snatcher. Yeah, Snatcher. Snatcher is a CD-ROM game. Obviously, there's a version on the Mega Drive, but the PC Engine version is it's uncut. It's very adult. You know, it's uncensored, and it's a cult game. Like I said, it's essentially Blade Runner. It's an absolutely fantastic game. But why is this in the West if you can't play it? And it's the Japanese version, and so unless they're trolling us in the sense that they're gonna, you know, they're saying this now just to kind of get, you know, a little bit of shit out there and interest going and stuff like that. And also, why is Japanese? I can't play it. Like I said, are you know, baiting us, trolling us, having a bit of fun? And then by the time it's released, because this would be an awesome surprise, it's actually going to be a fully translated English version of the game, because there are patches out there. You can patch it in emulation and play a fan conversion of it. So you mean unless they're going to do that, like release it, it's going to be like a big sort of last minute thing just to go, got ya, no, it's fully playable in English. Why is it on there? Why is it on there? The only reason I can think is they're ultimately saying, look, fuck it, we know you're going to hack it at some point, so bollocks, here you go, here's the game everyone wants. Everyone wants Snatcher. It's the holy grail, or one of the holy grails. What's the other shooter on it? I can't pronounce his name, which is a holy grail if you wanted to buy it, it's so expensive. But yeah, here you go, it's Snatcher. It's the holy grail of games that everyone, you know, wants from the PC Engine. And yeah, put it on there, and you can't play it. What's your option? Why don't you hack it? Because like I said, why would they really ultimately care if you hack it? Because it's essentially going to be done anyway, so why not, I don't know, have a little bit of fun with the audience? At least that's what I think, you know. And like I said, this is the main title on there, that not being able to play would be a complete and utter bummer. I mean, Nintendo tried to stop people being able to hack it with the NES, and obviously that didn't take long. And then the SNES was also, you know, hacked pretty fucking easily. But the point being, Nintendo tried to, you know, make it a little bit difficult. And then you had the PlayStation Classic, which was just a complete and utter joke. So it was like they bought off-the-shelf software. Obviously it was going to be hacked. But with this, knowing that you can't stop it, there's nothing you can do to stop it being hacked, I honestly think trolling, baiting, having a bit of fun, but yeah, toying with the consumer, which is Snatcher amongst, you know, because obviously there's other games on there, like the JRPGs, I can't remember, but that's the one I'm interested in, because I've played it from start to finish on the Mega CD. But yeah, so, you know, look, here you go, we put the ROM on there for you, what you got to do is patch it. That's personally what I think. So I'm thinking, you know, Konami, you know, do Konami actually care if you hack the machine or not? Or they, you know, they expect you to hack it? They've gone out of their way to make you hack it. I know it sounds a bit weird, but there's no other reason for putting games on there that you can't play in its bog standard form. I mean, like I said, you could obviously download it and patch it anyway and stick it on there if it wasn't on there, but putting it on there anyway for the West, in the Western release, in a form that you can't play, just blows my mind. And if someone was talking to me at work saying, well, maybe it's just cheaper for them to do this one image across all the machines, and it was originally the one they were going to do for Japan, I just think that's pish, because obviously, how cheap is it and easy is it to flash, have 3 different images? I mean, all the other mini consoles have, you know, slightly different lineups of games and stuff like that. They break their bank to, you know, have different images across different machines. So I honestly think They're baiting you, they're thumbing you, they're trolling you, they're telling you, hack it. Anyway, could be completely wrong, these are just my thoughts, I often am very wrong, but as always, I would love to know what you think about this, and do you find it a bit odd that it's on there, and do you have any kind of conspiracy theories of your own, I guess? Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. And I braked back then, and yeah, I got my McDonald's large Coke between my legs, and now it looks like I pissed myself. Shit. Anyway, thank you for watching, or listening, and bye.